Welcome to a spirit animal message. And if tonight's your birthday, I'd like to start off by saying happy birthday. First, we're just gonna jump right into the message, the reading. We have Hawk. Messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. And then the short, and I really haven't had a chance yet to look at these again because I kind of I pulled a lot more of the reading before starting just to help with some of the time. It's like this. This looks like the sun, and it's like I feel like you're getting a message from the sun. I don't know how that would. I think of Ra. Maybe that's, or maybe you. I know you could feel connected to the sun itself, or it's like you're receiving, there's a message from the stars or beyond. It's like a message from above. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. And that was Elk Nobility. Before I go into that card completely, let me go ahead and read some things that I had written down about Hawk. So we have courage, swiftness, clear sight, focus, intensity, premonition, higher purpose, discernment, messages from spirit. This is a sign of spiritual enlightenment and divine communication. Hawks can symbolize change and new beginnings. Hawk is a mediator between the spiritual and physical world. Optimism is one of the Hawk's virtues, and there is this auspicious optimism around your energy. I feel like that's why that's one of the messages. If Hawk is calling out, it could be a time to study the currents of life and follow where they lead. You are stronger than you think, braver than you know. Believe, braver than you believe, and wiser than you know. I apologize. So you are stronger than you think, braver than you believe, and wiser than you know. And then for Elk, and before I go into what I have written down, I feel like you're getting downloads from the above. It's like all of these antlers are receiving from different realms above. It's like the doors of dimension is open to you and you're receiving downloads from various from your spirit team is the best way I could put it. So we have nobility, leadership, warrior, endurance, fertility, passion, grace, respect, strength, companionship, power, endurance, harmony, and nature, connected to the natural world. This is a herd animal. You pace yourself to maintain endurance. Elk is asking for us to conduct our life with fairness and concern for the tribe. So it's like, remember that fairness when meeting any situation, perceiving everybody clearly, and how you find unity within your tribe. Wise leader, others look to you for inspiration. You have the strength to not ever give up. Everything you need will be yours. Oh, I'm looking right at it. I'm like, where is the other card? It's right here on my 432, or I'm sorry, on where I use my tuning fork, where I bing that. It was sitting there. Silly me. So, Moose wisdom, let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. And then again with antlers. Again with this there was two of these similar creatures where they are very grounded, very much of the natural world, but then they have this antlers, right? Open to receiving from the dimensions of light above your head, and very grounded to the earth. So your roots, you're connected to the earth, and you're also connected to the sky. As above, so below. Accomplishments, opportunities, self-esteem, worthiness, greatness, majesty, wisdom from the elders, instinct, honor, longevity, steadfastness, fearless. Despite large size, they are swift, receiving downloads from elders, ancestors, energies not in the 3D world. Energies, it's like 5D and above, I wrote down. Sign of good luck and a gift from the universe. The moose, calm and deliberate. The moose's calm and deliberate pace helps you. It's the savoring the journey, right? Because you're calm, you're deliberate. Like, no matter how the world tries to push you in any which way, you're cultivating this, calm and deliberate path for yourself. And I keep seeing these like crown up antlers. So it's like I think of the crown symbolism, where it's like it has all these things which branch out into the universe to receive wisdom. Oh, and another spirit animal that's not in the deck that I wrote down is a few of them actually. Cow, which is, I kept thinking of tradition, like that it was like tradition, something about traditions, or maybe, I don't know how this would apply, but prominent symbol of tradition, Hinduism, Native Americans seen them as sacred. The cow is associated with tradition and cultural heritage, featured in ritual ceremonies and art. So, and then we have perseverance and good fortune, ambition and strength, symbol for success. Then we have the koi, a legend of the koi. After tirelessly swimming upstream, transformed into a dragon. This koi, a koi after tirelessly swimming upstream, transformed into a dragon. after tirelessly swimming upstream against a waterfall. There is this importance of determination and hard work in overcoming challenges and achieving success. The koi fish are associated with good luck and financial success. Perseverance leads to success. A journey of perseverance and growth leads to a deeper understanding of oneness, of oneself, and of the world. The black koi representing good luck and prosperity, red and white, career success, gold, prosperity, wealth, good fortune. And the gold was the one that was really like the loudest, I feel. Prosperity, wealth, good fortune, or the black koi representing good luck and prosperity. All of them, I feel, even the red and the white, career success. So anyone coming here, you're experiencing a leveling up in this consistent way. Okay, and then we have white moth. Just as I was about to start this message and I had just set up and I had just sat down, I went to go close my curtain, and then there was this gigantic, beautiful white moth, and I could see it so clearly and perfectly just as I was shutting my curtain, so I thought it was part of this message. So I wrote some things down about that. White moth, purity, innocence, and a messenger from the spirit world. I wrote down some laws of the universe also, which was because there was this energy of growth and new beginnings. So, and not to shortchange this white moth, but that's that purity, innocence, and a messenger from the spirit world. So it's like the energies around you, the spirit world is sending you a message, which is you're on this path of growth and new beginnings. This is what you're embodying. You're embodying this energy. Okay, and this is the 32nd law of the universe that I have written down, which is the law of new beginning, fundamental principle of renewed transformation and the potential for fresh start, including our spiritual selves, are subject to natural processes of rebirth, of renewal. Then we have 42, which is the law of growth. Personal growth is key to a successful life. The principle that spiritual rebirth, living life more aligned with one's true purpose or spiritual path. A call to action to leave behind old ways of thinking and living, embracing new possibilities and opportunities. And then, we have the law of conscious detachment, freeing oneself from attachment to external outcomes and experiences, allowing for greater freedom and inner peace, releasing the past, allowing you to fully enjoy the present moment. It's like love what you do, and that's what you're doing. You're loving your energy, you're loving your present moment, you're working hard on your progression forward. For the first card, we have Emperor, and this is where you are right now in your present moment. This could represent this is like the masculine counterpart, or it represents action-oriented energy, which could be, this is what I was thinking when I was coming in, is this could be the masculine, or this could be a woman in balance with her is working on her masculine energy, or working through her masculine energy. because we have the feminine and the masculine counterpart. Healthy relationship to a masculine energy, which I feel is possibly it's yourself, connecting to inner authority, fully embodying your leadership role, fully embodying, fully stepping into that leadership role that you have cultivated for yourself. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is what's crossing you. Tending to your garden, knowing it is abundant and will feed you for years to come, before seeing the fruit of your labor, close to reaching your goal. Trust that when the time is right, the fruit to your labor will be perfectly ripe and celebration will be in order. So I feel like I see this woman, and that's what she's doing. It's like she already has pentacles in her basket. She's, it's very plentiful. And it's a beautiful garden she's working on. Have faith. Your perseverance is assuring that you reach your goals. It's like your perseverance, all of what you're doing, it's like the fruitful energy where you realize, because you know yourself well enough and you see how things are going already, that you're heading towards reaching your goals. And there's 3 of this. Okay, so this is your goals, and the goal is this 10 of Pentacles. Or this is not your goal, this is also your destiny. So your destiny, not just your goal, your destiny, your goal. 10 of Pentacles, wealth, family, inheritance, culmination of prosperity arriving, not having to worry about finances. And in this 7 of Cups, I just want to show this a little bit. In this 7 of Cups, the depiction is a little bit different to me, because every single one of these cups looks like just like an energy ball, right? And then we have the rainbow over it, where sometimes this could be like choices, or choices that are illusions in some fashion. I feel like this is your dreams. Like this, I see this beautiful castle, like it's like the castle within, right? And then I see this rainbow, embodying this rainbow energy. I see this 10 of Pentacles with this. So it's like with your destiny is to bring in this 10 of Pentacles, which is going to release you to fulfill all sorts of dreams of yours. And then also there's this energy of celebration. So it's like you're going to be, what's coming in for you, that's your destiny, it's going to set you up where you can just be this, you can just be to what you would be wanting to do, like your goals, things that you're passionate about. It's like the universe is sending you something to protect you, to covet you, because you are meant to assist the world. So I feel like that's why there's a lot of auspicious energy around it. This is like your life purpose. The universe is gifting you in some fashion towards your success. In the distant past, we have justice, balance. I think of the sword and the feather, where it's like you have balance between communication and spirit. So your communication as spirit are working in this beautiful harmony And this was something that really became prominent, and the initiation happened in some of the distant past. We got truth, balance, restoring divine balance, restoring balance within, speaking up for yourself, reconciling the past to make space for a better life. And then in the recent past, we have this Nine of Cups, which this is a wish fulfillment card. So in a recent past, something, just recently, you had some form of wish fulfillment. Success, enjoyment, feeling gratitude for all you have achieved, focused on what brings you the most peace, cultivating enjoyment and feeling safe, bringing you into a vibration of abundance. Because I think about how this is the 9, right? This is the 9, and this is something that just recently is something that you're embodying. And I think about your goal, or your destiny is the 10, right? And I think about how we embody a version of ourselves before we actualize it. It's like we become in vibration of it. So it's like you're recently been in vibration of your dreams coming true. And then we have, and there's so many pentacle cards in this reading. And then in the the productivity, we have this 8 of coins, which moving into the future, trusting that you can do anything you set your intention towards. It's like you get this renewed sense of momentum towards everything you're working towards. That you can achieve success through diligent work, honing skills, positive progression, progressive determination. You realize you're on the right path, leading to abundance. You realize that you're on the right path, and it's not about abundance. It's like it's your life purpose. You're enjoying existence. You have a purpose in this life that the universe and you are working together to make sure that you stay in that alignment, because you are like a wayfinder. You are like a path maker in this way, where you're meant to affect the world in positive ways. So you're like in this way coveted, I feel. And then we have the the Empress, which is more to assist you to get a perspective of who you are embodying right now. Your position. The Empress, receiving love. You're open to love of all forms. Ready for divine partner. You can allow what's being birthed in your life. Powerful magnetism that attracts what you desire. And I know this is gonna sound really weird, but today I was in my meditation, and for some time, not even that long of time, I kept seeing this in my meditation. I would see like a baby giraffe in the womb, and then it was like something like, and I associate giraffe with the greater vision, and I kept seeing in my meditations, and even in like a weird, no, it was all my meditations. And today, I had this like visual of the same being, this baby giraffe being born. And I think about how, you know, a giraffe is even more than a year. I think it's 18 months. And but when it was born, it didn't have a physical body. It actually looked like it was made of energy, and it was actually an energy animal of some sort. So it's like you're birthing some sort of like through things that you're doing. This is going to be there's like a greater vision, so it's going to affect the world in this greater way. So it's literally got a life of its own, that you are the one that has assisted bringing it into this, bringing it into birthing it. I guess that's the best way, because it's not really in physical reality. It's like the effort and the energy you're putting into something. I think of an energy ball, like if you go like this with your hands, and you just do this, like just go like this with your hands, and you'll feel like energy like building around your hands. And just keep doing that and keep doing that and building the energy and building the energy, and think of an intention and just build that energy, and think of an intention to send towards that energy ball, like of love, abundance, prosperity, all those things. And then put the energy ball right into your heart space. Set those intentions. I also wrote down powerful magnetism that attracts what you desire is this Empress energy. And I think about how we started out with the masculine, the divine masculine energy, and then there's this perspective that you're also embodying this divine feminine. So you're very balanced in your feminine and masculine energy at this time. You're maturing in your spiritual evolution in this existence, and it was meant to happen. Okay, and then for your environment, okay, before I show you this side, I'm going to show you this side. This is your insides. This is what your insides are embodying. So if you think about the environment itself, within your being, within your body, this is your environment, the sun. On the external, what you're what is around you, what is maybe just moving around you, whether it's affecting you or not, because clearly it isn't. Not in a way that's gonna keep you from going towards your goals or your dreams. Your external environment, there may be some, I don't know, hostile type energies around you in some fashion, imbalanced. It's like your home environment may not be ideal. There may be people around you that don't have great intentions towards you, and it may not be, and you would want to look at those people in a clear view. If they don't see you as this, which is what you're embodying, then they don't see themselves. They don't look in the mirror. They are holding on to possibly, resentment, whichever. Clearly, if the divine is working with you and you're working with the divine, you are in divine alignment. And those that are throwing this, that are imbalanced, you are going to shift out of this reality, is what I'm thinking, is because your vibration is no longer a match to where you are. And it's like, because of that, you may experience a sudden shift in some fashion, where you're in one place and then something happens and you're capable of moving potentially to where you are a vibrational match, so that you can go further, expand, and truly enjoy life and exist. Because this energy, this imbalanced energy, are all people or situations that I think of that conscious detachment. It's not for you to, you can't fix what won't change. It's like, I feel like perhaps once you're able to get away from this external, those individuals will maybe be forced to look at themselves more clearly. And I'm not even leaving that up because it's energy I don't even want to look at. And then we have your emotions, your inner emotions. This is inspired by your actions, because this is the Chariot. You're inspiring yourself with your actions, knowing you can utilize spiritual practices to keep yourself in this momentum of feeling safe, feeling protected, able to connect to your inner self in a way where you're staying connected with the universe. You're cultivating some form of daily ritual of some sort, which is helping you to continuously build momentum around this rising, this spiritual liberation, which a spiritual liberation would be it's going to lead to also fine-tuning your being, right? You're fine-tuning your being. And I think about a person who fine-tunes themselves in this way through that path, that divine path. It's like it's leading you down your true purpose, your life's purpose. And I feel like it's like the momentum is for your journey with this card. It's like, and that's what you're feeling. You're perceiving how much the universe is for you. It's like perhaps the people around you don't show that, but the universe itself has shown you that, and it's created an inner balance and inner harmony. And I think about how we cannot perceive that which we are not the vibration of. So it's like people who don't perceive you clearly, they are not in a vibration to perceive you, because you are on a different channel, basically. And I was going somewhere with that, but I kind of lost my track of thought. So we'll move on to the final results, which is Temperance. Look at the balance. Look at how this angelic energy, and she's going through what looks like a portal, and it looks like a reconciliation with spirit. And doesn't this card look like spiritual liberation? Okay, that reminds me now of what I was about to say, which is, again, I think of the nine of what was that, cups, which is, the Nine of Cups, or excuse me, I gotta look at this so I can associate this a little better. Okay, the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment. And I mentioned earlier that I thought I said Nine of Pentacles, and it was like all these pentacles and whatever. But this is this card of wish fulfillment. But it's like you've recently started to embody this version of yourself that it naturally brings in wish fulfillment. Okay, and it's through this connection with spirit and balancing your masculine and feminine, being in harmony with yourself, so that it's like you can't, being that, it can only lead to expansion, is what I feel like I'm trying to say. And so moving into the future, there's just this continuation of liberation in your life, I feel, where you're reuniting with yourself. This is like a reunion card on some levels, like a reconciliation. It's like you've had this reconciliation with existence. Because perhaps, and I see in the distant past, you actually had positive cards, but maybe even further than that, it was different. It was just slow, this pace by pace, and now it's more showing this stronger momentum, which is leading to just liberation in your life entirely, where you can feel free to enjoy the present moment of existence, not having to be in a mindset where, you know, something beautiful that is this is just a simple moment of beauty. You can actually just sit there and enjoy that present moment of beauty, whether it's, you know, spending time with, you know, you're just spending time with existence, just to keep it simple. Is there anything else right now? No. I apologize if I don't always look at the camera, but this way, because when I look at the camera sometimes I accidentally just like, because I'll lose my track of thought, and then I'm like, wait, what was I thinking? And then I'm like, so if I don't always look at the camera, I do apologize, because sometimes that can be a little disengaging, but at the same time it's important for me to get that message out clearly, and because this is a new journey for me to be this consistent and building myself in this way, where I'm doing readings in this generalized way, where all my life I had, prior to this, you know, it was always just a singular person, and then I had another channel where I had started in it. I didn't continue with it, and I wanted to restart when I started my channel again. So I have another spirit animal here, and it's funny because we have the elephant behind me, and I think about how this is like this big animal, and I think about how it's got all this vibrant color, all these different colors, which is all these different vibrations, all these different frequencies, all this harmony, right? This harmony right behind me. And I think about we got this elephant. You gain the love and wisdom that is passed from one generation to the next. So, okay, I was thinking about how you're receiving downloads. You were receiving from your ancestors. I think of psychic gifts, or like you're receiving gifts from your ancestors that are more of spiritual nature. It's like parts of yourself are awakening, and they come from an ancestral line. We have at the bottom of the deck full moon in Sagittarius, which is the full moon we have tonight, actually. So I'm just gonna take it, because that was what I was going to do, was get a moon card, and because it's the one at the bottom of the deck, I'm gonna take this, because that's the actual moon that we're having right now. Is look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. And I just got this thought of pull one more moon card. And I will do that. Spirit says I have my plans. Well, plus it's the truth. I'm not, every card I pulled, I did, you know, just like I'm doing right now, and just allowed myself and the energies to bring out the message. I'm just the vessel, and I have resonated to these messages myself. That's actually That is actually kind of hilarious. Honest to God, I just want to say, universe, I love you, and the energies that are assisting in this reading, we love you because you're awesome. Okay, and I wanted to let them know that. So we have the full moon, which is the Sagittarius full moon, and then we have luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. So I feel like the full moon, which is the representation, it's like full moons can be about letting go of things on a level, or it's like this portal just before a new beginning happens, because the next phase of the moon, it brings into the new moon, and then it goes back to the full moon. So I think that was quite incredible that we get luck is on your side. So luck is on your side, and look at the bigger picture. I actually have my moon card book right here, and I just want to read something. Okay. So I'm actually just gonna go, let's see, new moon in Sagittarius. Whatever is coming your way, it looks set to put a smile on your face. The new moon in Sagittarius can mark the restart of fun after a period of feeling low. The energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks. But be careful you don't bet the farm on something here, as the Wheel of Fortune is still spinning. This card is about exploring the metaphorically. Sorry, it got cut off because my camera had been full. It's amazing, you know, how much I have as far as space for my photos and things, but I don't like deleting things, even if I should maybe upload them on something else. But anyways, enough about that. Back to the reading. We had this new and full moon of Sagittarius, which we are in a full moon right now, and the next phase will be the new moon. And I feel like you're really close. I feel like that's what the message is. I think that the message is that you're embodying a version of yourself that you are very close to actualizing, and to have faith in the adventure of life is what the message is. And continue doing what you've been doing, and anyone that's in any way attempting to throw you off balance by the way that they're acting, remembering that you have so much light. I feel like when a person brings in more light to be a more expansive version of themselves, and you have this beautiful balance with your masculine and feminine, you're in the present moment. It's like your inner leader, and this doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be just about a woman or a man. There's no gender at the same time. It's just like you're embodying both divine parts in this beautiful harmonious energy. And then we're gonna ask for you're doing an amazing job, and just keep up the good work, and enjoy your life. I feel is the biggest message, and that's what you've been sending out into the universe, is that you'd like to enjoy existence. And there's a reason why the universe is agreeing with it, and it's because you're in alignment with it. This is your destiny. This was always your destiny, and you're finally in alignment with your destiny because you're choosing you over fear and old and outdated mindsets, all those things. You're in a vibration that's expansive, assisting the world, possibly. And it doesn't have to be about that. It's about getting to be yourself, however that would apply. I follow my inner guidance. This looks like a depiction of Alice in Wonderland, where it's like there's like this game of life behind her, and she's in this room of darkness, and I think about the pineal gland, and then she's got her third eye wide open. You know what was crazy about my meditation today? I actually had this meditation today where during the meditation, and it was a connection with my pineal gland, I actually could visualize like an eye, like one of my eyes closed, and I had this thought while I was opening my eyes a little bit, and I had this thought of like, close your eyes. You know, it's like it was like this inner thought of like, you're strengthening the sight without your eyes open, basically. So it was like close your eyes and breathe and enjoy this peaceful energy that you're cultivating. So I follow my inner guidance. So 32. Wasn't that one of the ideals, or one of the laws that I read? I think that was. I can't remember. I'm dropping papers trying to find it, but I'm pretty sure it was. I just like when things are synchronistic. It just makes me all like, hee. Like I did it, like the universe did it again, because I just love when things fall into the synchronistic pace. That's the beauty of the universe. That's how you know the entire universe is conscious, and it's just different forms of consciousness experiencing itself. I follow my inner guidance. The 6 integral faculties of mind are believed to be reason, memory, perception, will, imagination, and intuition. The mind's faculties are its metaphorical chess pieces, which assist in strategic navigation over the chessboard of waking life. Through reason, we are able to logically plan and strategize like a rook. We can move backward or forward, left or right, but have the notion to think ahead with logic instead of solely operating with instinct. I just had a family member come home, I believe maybe from work, and all of the Chihuahuas are now going to announce their arrival. I have to give this a second. So, through reason, we are able to logically plan and strategize. All right, I already read that. I apologize. Memory empowers a remembering encoded within the DNA. Our reasoning, a faculty which dances like the bishop, fully aware and grounded in the notion of contrast. And what I never thought of doing is looking up the spiritual meaning of Chihuahua. Maybe that will be something anybody that feels ambitious can try, and I'll do that later. Memory empowers a remembering encoded within the DNA. Think about that. Memory empowers a remembering encoded within the DNA of our reasoning. A faculty which dances like the bishop, fully aware and grounded in the notion of contrast. Perception like a knight may jump over memory and reason depending on circumstance, disregarding contrast and fueled by a strength and conviction. Imagination is king, the creative potential which allows us to build our castles in the sky. And think about your destiny and what did it come out as? The 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, which it looked like there was this castle in the sky. And here we find it again. Perception like a knight may jump over memory and reason depending on circumstance, disregarding contrast and fueled by a strength and conviction. Imagination is king, the creative potential which allows us to build our castles in the sky through the power of the mind's eye. With this aptitude of insight, we allow will to be the pawn, which captures the reality we wish to claim. Finally, the queen is to our king of imagination, is our power of intuition as the universal language of feeling, the synthesis of emotion and insight, foresight met with strategy, intuition in conjunction with all other working parts of the conscious mind, brings total awareness, and through cultivation of awareness and the ideal of inner guidance, we are led to a deepening of awareness of self and the self-strategic relationship to the totality of the all. There we are. And I just want to say the numbers 33, because even though I'm not reading the next card, the number itself stood out to me. So 33, which is my favorite number. Well, one of them. When I see that number, for some reason, it's like a reminder that I'm on the right path. And maybe that's me letting you know that you're on the right path. And just keep the, I think the message is that you have come into a divine alignment with your masculine, which is coming into this more full leadership role now. And you have this perspective of your feminine already being in this beautiful balance, which is assisting with that creativity and progression and momentum, and you're doing an amazing job, and that you're embodying a version of yourself that you will soon soon see, I feel, is what the message is. And have a beautiful life. Thank you.